Listen to the Dreadhead Trader with a grain of black salt. Do your own due diligence. Be your own DD. Be your own designated driver. You cannot trust what I say 100%. Know I have your best interests and always keep it 100. This video is going to be on AMC stock continuing to tank. I'm just going to get straight to it. This stock is manipulated on a whole new level, bro. Today, on the 19th of December, this stock went down as low as 173. It closed out on 175, only going down 3 cents of the day. Every day this week, AMC created a new all-time low. The previous all-time low that was just created last month on the 21st of November was 205. It came back to test this just last Monday, this past Monday on the 15th. It went down 15 cents on Monday, 4 cents on Tuesday, 11 cents on Wednesday, 4 cents on Thursday, and today 3 cents on Friday to close the week out. I'm gonna give y'all the real, man. My scenarios of what could possibly happen are 3 things. Scenario 1: this stock can get pushed down to $1. We do not want this to happen. I know I don't. We all have shares tied into this stock. Shout out to the ape holders. Shout out to the people that purchased in 2021. We are all suffering unless you're shorting like these evil hedge funds. If it gets to $1, if this stock trades for 30 straight days at under $1, it is in danger of being delisted. It will not be delisted right away. It will take several months, maybe 6 months max, for AMC to get out of that hole. If they were not to do that, they will have to be delisted, which means you better sell whatever little money you got left, or you're going to completely lose your money. That happened with Barnes & Noble a couple years ago. That one was shorted. You know what I'm saying? And people lost their money. We don't want that to happen, obviously. Scenario B: they do a reverse stock split. It does not make sense to do a reverse stock split. Why? Because they just had their annual shareholders meeting last week, Wednesday, on the 10th. And some key details that happened. They doubled the amount of authorized Class A shares. So all of us that are regular market, not market makers, but are market buyers, we have Class A shares. They doubled it from 550 million to 1.1 billion. The reason why this happened is because a short mere 35% of eligible shareholders voted. The other 65% did not vote. I'm one of those 65%. My bad, y'all. I would have voted no on this. The reason why I didn't vote is because I mixed a proxy email. So the problem with the exchanges, I use Robinhood specifically, but all of them, they don't update you with AMC stock. For one, on Robinhood, you can't trade it 24 hours. But on Webull, I believe you can, because I always look at the overnight 24-hour price. So me buying on Robinhood is my bad. But enough of me. So I didn't get the proxy email because I don't really check my emails like that for stocks. I normally check my notifications on the apps, on the brokerages, and AMC and the brokerages purposely do this. We all know it's the most manipulated stock of all time. So with the lack of voting, enough people voted yes to increase this. And I don't see reverse split happening because of this very reason. What's the point of voting yes to have the shares go up and double if they're just gonna bring it back down. Well, I'll tell you, nothing's impossible because 2 years ago they had those ape shares that gave out to all of us, and they took them back and did the reverse stock split anyways. So I just don't think they will do that again. But then again, with Adam Aaron and the board, anything's possible. Scenario C. Hopefully, this is the bottom at 173. I won't be surprised if it comes to 150. If this is the bottom, looking at this candlestick, this is a spinning top on the daily chart. It's good news for a possible consolidation period. Hopefully, it will go up. Earlier today, this was a doji, and that is a stronger signal for reversal, but the price got pushed down. So it seemed like this was the bottom at 175 and went down to 173. No big deal, right? At least not now. So those are my three scenarios. Take it how you want. It's not financial advice. I say that in every video. Looking at the trend lines, the previous all-time high that was just created on the 21st of November is 205. We wanted to hit that line. Hopefully it bursts right through. If not, expect it to stay here for a while. The all-time high of last year, 238. This is the dead cat bounce that had AMC jump all the way up to like $12, $13 last May and June. And that's when GameStop hit 80. Obviously, this last month, it tested this, consolidated, and went down. And as you can see, it's at the bottom. You go to the weekly chart, bad news. This looks like a Mariboshu. It damn near is. Mariboshu bearish candles don't have no wicks. This is pretty much a Mariboshu. This screams bearish territory. I have the RSI over here. As you can see, it's all the way down below 30. It's right out of range. This is an opportunity where you're supposed to buy shares of a typical stock or an asset. In this case, it's a real life gamble. I wouldn't put down what you can't afford to lose. I've done my due diligence, my research, and I'm not perfect. This green line, this is my break even at 269. I bought most of my shares here, and these green boxes is where I've accumulated. I actually threw the white towel in. I'm not trying to buy any more shares because it doesn't really lower my average cost at this point unless I pour in a grip of money, and that's obviously not worth the gamble. I already have a great average cost, and this square over here is my option. This will expire January 15th, 2027. I bought a 250 option, a call. This yellow line is my strike price at 250. My entry price is 245. Obviously, I'm down. I'm not going to give up because I only threw in $90. Look at the option chain for January 15th, 2027, expiration date. My 250 is down to $35 or around 45. So obviously I'm down about half my money. It's $90. Low under weather, y'all. My bad. Low risk, high reward, right? So look at the open interest here. Look at the open interest at $5 call, 10,000 contracts. Look at over here, $10 call, 41,000. This is 15 to $20. My bad, y'all. Let me get back to the option prices. Bear with me, man. I don't pay for none of these stupid websites. All right, so let me get back to it, man. My bad. They already trying to F up my video. You know what I'm talking about. It's all good. Here we go. So 41,000 open interest, $15-20, $5, $24.29. This is a low risk, high reward. Of course, ain't financial advice, right? I might double down on these. Most likely not. I'm already in the hole with my stocks, as I just explained. For the puts, there's not really that many people in on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna short something under $2 except for the hedge funds in Wall Street? Not us, right? So the volatility is under 100%, the implied volatility for the puts. And I didn't show y'all for the calls. The implied volatility is for all these contracts that expire in 2027, January 2027, is over 100%. So, you know what I'm saying? This is bar chart. Y'all can check this out. As of today, less and less AMC shares are in the dark pools. On Monday, this was about 70 to 74, 75%ish. And today it's down to 54. Yesterday it was at 60. So that's only a good sign because the New York Stock Exchange only had about 10 or 11% of the daily volume on Monday, and now it's at 26. This is only good because the more and more that they reveal their shares that they're trading in the dark market and bringing back into the stock market in these other markets, it's good because shorts could possibly be covering. Dilution is obviously here. So they could possibly be obviously accumulating more of these and they're bringing it out into the market. But the stock is heavily manipulated, as I've said a million times doing all these AMC videos. And when the MOAS happened in 2021, I believe this was like inside 20%. So hopefully it keeps coming down and there's a whole lot of buying pressure. People step up and start buying. And let's just hope for the best. I'm averaging down. I don't really like dollar cost average because it's gonna increase and decrease and keep your average cost stagnated. I like mine to drop and I'm not buying no more. So I keep an eye on this every day. But yeah, this is a falling wedge right now. A bullish flag, a downtrend, right? And this has really been happening since it pumped earlier this year in late May. And let's not forget last year. Let's not forget last year where it hit over here around 555 and they suppressed the price and it was consolidating somewhat most of the year up until last month. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, what are y'all doing? I keep it real with y'all. I'm not one of these platforms, these YouTube channels that are gonna have fake thumbnails and exaggerated prices. I keep it real. I keep it trill. I don't want to talk people in buying something and it's guaranteed to go up. I'm not a market maker. I'm not an AI robot. I'm not in Wall Street. I'm just a dread-headed Negro on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time, this is your boy, Train G's with G. I'm out.